Hey everybody, today's review is on the new Black Panther sequel, Black Panther Wakanda Forever. So the plot of this movie is after T'Challa's death, because for those of you who don't know, Chadwick Boseman's dead. All the people of Wakanda try to avenge his death by protecting Wakanda and their nation, and they find that there's this underwater kingdom called Talokan, and one of the people named Namor the Submariner tries to invade their home and they fight off against him. And all the people of Talokan try to invade Wakanda to get vibranium, which, if you've seen the first movie, you know vibranium is used for the suits. And so they all have a big war between each other, and all the people of Wakanda try to avenge T'Challa's death and protect their nation. This movie really surprised me. I mean, not that I thought it was going to be bad. It just, when there was going to be a Black Panther as a sequel, I was like, really? Just after Chadwick died, you're just going to continue making. I know it. You're probably saying they've recasted super actors in superhero movies before. Yes, that is true. It happened with Hulk, War Machine, and some other actors, but the fact that Chadwick Boseman appeared in more than one movie and that he died, it's just making a sequel just because the first one was successful seems a little disrespectful. But when I heard more about this movie and saw the trailers, it was meant to honor Chadwick, and it wasn't just disregarding everything. So I do respect that. So I was willing to give it a shot, and yeah, the movie was actually good. I I think it was not quite as good as the first one because Chadwick's there, and it's definitely a lot more. It makes the viewing not as sad because he is. I mean, I guess looking back, it could be sad given he's no longer with us. But I do. I thought I heard something. I do think the movie's really good. The acting, I think, is really good. Like all the people, like it has a lot of drama to it. Yeah, an MCU movie without constant jokes. Thor: Love and Thunder. um, yeah, I was really surprised how emotional this movie could get. I mean, yeah, there's a couple gags here and there, but it's very minimal, and they never honestly take you out of it. So I was really amazed by it, and it had a really good story. That's definitely what made it great. I mean, there's there still is a lot of action though, so it doesn't take out the fact that it's a superhero blockbuster. So the pacing's pretty good. It is, yeah. Granted, it's like 20 minutes away from being 3 hours, but still, it didn't feel that long. I actually was really entertained. Namor, I really liked. I think he was a really good villain. I think he is. I mean, he definitely didn't look like the comics, and here he was a mutant. Like, I mean, he kind of is in the comics, but here he has a different backstory, kind of. But I thought he was a cool villain. I thought they handled it good, and a lot of the underwater scenes when he's there, I think, were really good. It looked very great, visually stunning, and his costume looked really good. Like I said, the costume design is really good, and it really helps with the action, and I think it definitely makes the movie look visually great, and it has a lot of great characters, just like the first movie. They all work really well with each other, and it's it is kind of like the first movie in a way, but it's not really a rehash, given it's a movie about dealing with death and trying to protect your land, which I guess, yeah, you could argue that's what the first movie was about. But you get what I mean. They're more facing off a different enemy this time instead of, just two people fighting for their crowns like the first one. So they did a different story while still keeping the themes of the first, and I do really like that. This movie really surprised me. Like, it's a really respectful tribute to Chadwick Boseman. Really sucks he couldn't be there, but it really made the movie emotional, and I do really like that they did the best they could with very limited resources they had. I mean, I know that Chadwick's Boseman's death is just one limited resource, but you know what I mean. Like, this is the best we could have gotten out of a Black Panther sequel, because after Chadwick died, I was like, yeah, I don't know if they could do this. The plans for the sequel are probably dead, but I think this is the best we could have gotten, and I did really enjoy it. So yeah, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. It's actually quite good. It's if if you were sad by the death of Chadwick, I mean, I don't know if this movie would help, but it's very emotional, but while still having a lot of great action and characters, and I did really, really enjoy this one. So, yeah, I definitely recommend it. Okay, and for the trailers I got Shazam Fury of the Gods. Definitely looking forward to this one. I did love the first Shazam. As I said, it was better than it had any right to be, and I do really like it. And if you're wondering, yes, I've heard the news James Gunn is gonna lead the DCEU, and well, I did really like the Suicide Squad. His style does not fit everything DC related, so unless I could be proven wrong, I could, but I don't want everything to feel like a James Gunn movie. I I do hope that they actually make the movies director driven. If he wants to be a leader, he should accept and be flexible that not every DCEU movie is going to be like the Suicide Squad, and not everything's going to be like a James Gunn movie. So I really hope he's flexible about it, and I hope he's open to different kinds of movies and not all of them feeling like each other. So yeah, but other than that, like Shazam: Fury of the Gods, yeah, it still looks really fun. It's like the first movie, but amped up because the action definitely looks a lot bigger, and I guess because it has a bigger story this time. The first was more of a character origin, but yeah, I'm really excited for this one. I hope this one's good. I got I Want to Dance with Somebody. I do like Whitney Houston. Maybe I might see this. So yeah, and I know she's dead too. She died years ago. Man, I'm talking about a lot of death in this video. Jeez. But yeah, I probably might see this one. I guess we'll see. I got Creed 3 again, which, yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. It definitely looks really good. I got The Little Mermaid. Okay. I really don't want to talk about this trailer because I know everybody's been hating this trailer, but to be honest, I legit don't care Ariel is black. It's not like being black was part of her, being white or with red hair was part of her character. And plus, none of you had a problem with a black actor playing Nick Fury. None of you had a problem with an Irish actor playing Ra's al Ghul. So, so race changing, I don't care. I just want a good performance. And no joke, during my screening when this trailer was playing, some guy in the audience was laughing when Ariel showed up. I don't know if it was a race thing, but if it wasn't, it was very weird coincidental timing. But yeah, I'll give this one a chance. Little Mermaid's one of my favorite animated movies, so I'm pretty hopeful for it. I got Avatar: The Way of Water. Funny story. When the trailer for Little Mermaid showed up, I actually thought this was an Avatar trailer. But yeah, Way of Water looks amazing. I really can't wait to see this, especially on the big screen. And I I'm really excited. I really hope it's worth all those years of waiting. So I'm really can't wait to see this. I'm definitely seeing it on probably the biggest screen I can. So I'm really looking forward to it. And I got Ant-Man Quantumania. Funny how the DCU can manage to, make movies about Superman or Batman or the Justice League. They don't know what to do with their characters, and yet the MCU can make a third Ant-Man movie. Really goes to show which one's more successful. Anyone with eyes can see it, but I don't know if anyone was asking for a third Ant-Man, but I mean, in terms of the other movies, I guess it looks fine for what it was. I mean, Ant-Man was never really a character I cared about in the comics, but I thought the movies were fine, so maybe this one could be fine. I don't know. So Yeah, Black Panther Wakanda Forever, really surprised to say, but I really enjoyed this one. For a sequel that really could have failed after Boseman's death, they really did the best they could, and I'm really glad they did. So I'd say check it out. I thought it was a pretty fun experience. So yeah, that's my review of Wakanda Forever. So see you whenever I return.